Test. All right, what's up, folks? We had some demand for more content, so we're gonna be streaming another league on Lutri. Quick deck tech. We made a few changes. We've got Gemstone Caverns for content. People like high rolls. Everyone loves this card. Going first is good. This card lets you go first. New cards. We're trying out a few 1 mana counter spells. 1 mana counter spells. How do they let? How are those fair? Well, they're not good. So we got Wash Away. I'm thinking, Cancel's not the worst card ever, and it hits suspend cards. I'm really sick of losing a living end. We're gonna try this in the main deck, see if it helps. We're gonna try main decking Mystical Dispute as well. Rhinos does it, works for them. We're gonna see if it works for us. Other 1 mana counter spells in the sideboard. We're trying out Nyx. Don't know if you guys have ever seen this card, but it's gonna be able to counter suspend spells and evoke elementals. So one of two ways now to stop turn one scam, along with Stern Scolding. So hopefully we can get somebody with that. We've got a null for the One Ring, which has been going crazy. So maybe we can counter One Ring for 1 mana. Other than that, we've got Prismari Command because we're adding bad cards to our deck, so we might want to loot them away. It's been in the deck a lot in the past, so it's just bringing it back. We actually cut the One Ring. I wasn't loving it. I almost died to it a few times. Never felt like it really won me the game like it does when you're playing it in some of the other decks that are more taking advantage of it. So Jace is back. Cryptic is back. We're bringing a few fan favorites back. Although it might not be. We'll see how they do. Metamorph is still in without the ring. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of these high upside, very high ceiling, very low floor cards where they could just rot in your hand, but they could be like, oh my gosh, because that is the kind of games I like to play. So we're gonna play Metamorph and see if we can maybe copy a Fury with it or a One Ring and go from there. Other than that, I don't even remember exactly what else I cut. You might have to figure that out on your own based on the last video, but yeah, we're gonna try it out. On the play in our match 1, game 1. Got a pretty solid hand. This hand will be good against any kind of fair matchup. Anything that's not, I don't know, evoked grief. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're safe. Alright, so it looks like we are going to be against Scam, so we're going to have a chance to test out our copy of Nyx in the sideboard here. Although Nyx is going to be definitely better against the Cascade decks, because, you can count on Cascade deck to Cascade at some point. You can't always count on Scam to scam you. They're perfectly capable of playing a game without ever evoking one of their elementals. Plus, they're most likely to do it on turn 1, and drawing the Nyx at any point past that is going to be bad feeling. I think we just let them resolve this and then play our cantrips afterwards. Hide some info from them. Makes sense. All right, they're on 1 land. See, I've talked to my friends about this quite a bit, but people complain about Ragavan being like, oh, it can decide the game on turn 1. Personally, that looks good. Personally, I love playing against Ragavan because it goes both ways. Like, people keep just awful hands off the back of turn 1 Ragavan on the play, and um, then you kill it, and all of a sudden you're majorly ahead. So that's my thoughts. I'm actually gonna play this. This might bite me a little, but it will stop. It could keep them off black, and it'll stop Douthie. It'll stop. Yeah, actually keeping them off black is pretty good. Stops all their undying. Normally these are coming out against scam, but especially when they're stuck like this, we're just gonna Play a bit of a waiting game. Oh, wow, that is rough. They finally found a land and it is a swamp. Our moon's looking a bit foolish. I don't know. I'd have to take a look at. Oops, I'm not full screen. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be perfect. We're gonna get to show you guys what Metamorph was built to do. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be beautiful. So Metamorph, if you've been following the lore, was originally in the deck because I needed a second copy of the One Ring, so I didn't die to it. But I found out that I kind of like just copying Evoke Elementals for 3 mana, and that is what we're gonna do right now. Fury's the best one to copy, of course, because you get to kill Fury. It is a 3/3, so it'll die to a bolt, but cannot complain. Shoot. They found lands before we found lands. Not the worst draw, but obviously land would be better. Really worried about Seasoned Pyromancer from them, but I think they would have played it last turn. Or they had to terminate. No, if they had Seasoned Pyromancer last turn, I bet they would have played it over terminate, because the blockers are just so good against. No, maybe they're, I don't know. Evoked Grief now. So I'm actually gonna subtlety this. Exiling Memory to loot. No, I'm gonna exile Jace. Too risky against the Bowmaster's deck. Let's see if they put it on top or bottom. Bottom, okay. Dang, that's really annoying. Okay. We're gonna flash in Lutri here just as a body. We're a little desperate. Bolt. Well, I don't see a reason to not fire that now and start clocking them. Suppose I could save it for the flipped Fable, but ideally we've found our 4th land by then and we can Chandra. Let's see, they discard their scam card. Shoot. Yep. That's a pretty good card. We're gonna need to find this land before their Fable flip. Uh-oh. Loses Summoning Sickness. Or we might lose a sad game. Commandeer is good option if they have another Fable, if they find another Fable. But it's dead against pretty much most other cards in the deck. Dashed Ragavan. Wish I could spell snare that. But yeah, I'm gonna block that. Blocking the Seasoned Pyromancer just gives them more jump or tokens, so. Uh-oh. If we don't find the land here, it's not good. Alright. A little bit late, but we have to kill this. Or else we very quickly get buried by blinking or kiki-jikiing the Seasoned Pyromancer. They kill Chandra, of course. Alright. I don't know what's in their hand, but that's pretty useless. I suppose I'll play the Deluge now. No reason not to. We can find a land. Flame Slash is great. I think I like Chromehost Sea Shark a lot. The body can be really good against Scam. Plus it lets us hold up this Commandeer in case they do play a Fable. But yeah, I've really been impressed with Chromehost Seed Shark against this matchup in particular. Obviously the dream line is we draw another blue card here, we can play Chromehost Seed Shark. Nice. Alright. We have Chromehost Seed Shark, and then we can pitch cast Commandeer for a 7/7 token if they play a non-creature. Which I have a feeling they might do if they're holding an Undying spell. This could get awesome. Yeah, I think they've got an Undying spell. Alright. Give me that, and give me a 7/7. Not a 7/7 yet, but And that is their only black mana. So if they're holding 2 Undying cards, they cannot play another. We incubate 7. We give our Shark Undying. Probably won't matter. That may be the first time I've ever incubated 7 off of Seed Shark. I've gotten really big ones off Logic Knot before, but I think that's the first Commandeer target. They main phase their Bowmasters. Okay, they must have a Bolt too. Alright, Seed Shark is dead, but we have a 7/7. Not a bad draw. Would have been great to have with the Shark, but, you know, start swinging for 7. We will counter that. Unless they pay 2, so let's get rid of... make sure we stay delirious. Let's get rid of Commandeer and Chromo Seed Shark and Wash Away. No Subtlety. We still have Snapcaster in the deck, so keeping as many instants is good, and Murktide. Alright, they are hellbent. They do have a Season Pyromancer in the graveyard, but so they can chump a lot. But hopefully, this pressure, the 7/7, the only thing they can kill it with is Terminate. So, get block there. We're gonna play our 3 mana 2/2. They got nothing. Nothing at sorcery speed. Could have a Bowmasters. Is there any reason I should flip this and attack? Let's see, if they flash in a blocker, well, sure, why not? Oh, it gives me lethal with fire if they have nothing. If they have Bowmasters, we lose our 1/1. Oh, right. I literally just mentioned this. How could I forget? Um, this is interesting. We can fire these to get them to 2. That seems like it'll probably be smart. Yeah, let's do that. Get them out of here. Put them to 2. Looking pretty good. Sweet. Up a game. Wraths are great versus Scam. We're gonna try Nyx. I'm a little skeptical, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays. The bad cards are Commandeer, even though it kind of won us that game. Not actually good. We just got lucky. Feel like, yeah, Mystical Dispute is bad. Wash Away is bad. The nice thing about putting kind of these objectively bad cards in your deck is they're free to take out. Dress Down is good enough. I think I'll take out Ragavan against the Bowmaster's deck and bring in Unlicensed Hearse to shut off some of those annoying Undying effects. And yeah, we're gonna run it like this. Prismari Command will be good at looting away this Nyx past like turn 1. Yeah, this might be really rough card. Basically, we need Gemstone Caverns and Nyx in our opener to stop a scam. Oh well, it pitches to Subtlety, Force Negation, and Commandeer, but Commandeer's out. Well, we have Nyx. Unfortunately, this hand is kind of awful. Be great with another Gemstone Caverns. And it'd be keepable with any other land, but okay. Let's get rid of the Force of Negation. Can't afford to 2-for-1 ourselves on a Multi 6. And now we pray that this is Ragavan and not Grief. Neither? Whoa. That's suspicious. I wonder if they just kept a turn 2 Dothy hand or something. Oh my gosh, I left my moons in. I'm a fool for that. So I think I'm gonna Unholy Heat this rather than Stern Scolding, because Stern Scolding is gonna be really valuable against stuff like Dothy, stuff like Grief with ETBs, stuff like Bowmasters with ETBs. I think it's a stronger card in this matchup. A little bit late, but hitting land drops is good. especially with what we have in our hand at 3 and 4 mana. Yeah. What is this? Tough. Though this kind of makes our next turn simple with a companion in the companion zone. Man, we're getting punished for putting the fun cards in our deck. I mean, theoretically, you're more likely to draw Gemstone Caverns on turn 0 than on any other turn. Oh no, this is a major blowout. This card is so good. Okay. Could be worse, I suppose. Got a good number of answers to a 4-3. That's not great for us. Metamorph. Well, we want the non-lands, I think. We can even play both of them. Metamorph gives us a Dauthi. It's not the worst thing. And they're on 1 card left. Yeah, we don't need to do our fetch yet, right? So, I think we're gonna have to delve away this Deluge for the extra point of power. We can keep Seasoned Pyromancer in the yard, but I'm gonna hold the fetch land. Don't want to take the damage yet. Yeah, we're gonna delve away everything but, oops, Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll keep Fable. Since Fable is the hardest card type to get. Although our Unholy Heat's already played, so I don't think Delirium matters. 3 mana Dauthi Voidwalker is still pretty good because Dauthi Voidwalker is pretty good. And since Dauthi Voidwalker has Shadow, it's the only way to block a Dauthi Voidwalker. Aha! You've fallen for our trap. We don't have anything good in our hand. So this means they have Bolt, or they're missing something obvious. I don't know. We still block. It's a fine trade. They messed up? No? They have a sorcery speed? Or they just didn't have a stop in my blockers? Okay. That's fine. So, what are their Voidwalker targets? They have a Bolt we could steal. They have Turok I could steal. All interesting options. I can't kick it unless I actually get the double black. Yeah, I think we're just gonna hold up Season Pyromancer. We're both Hellbent. Maybe, what is my Dauthi zone looking like? Murktide Regent? Am I scared of a 3-3? I could just sack my Dauthi to bolt their Dauthi right now. It doesn't seem terrible. We're gonna give it a bit more time. We can do that at instant speed. Maybe I should have left that Deluge in my yard, in hindsight. This is a interesting attack if they remember what's in my graveyard. Guess maybe they're fine trading Grief with 2 chump blockers. Wonder if they have a removal spell and they're wondering if they want to kill a token to Malakir Rebirth. I think that's fine with me. They're gonna lose 2. Otherwise, my options are sacrifice my Dauthi to cast a bolt on their grief. Kind of like that. So it's either they have a 3-2 and a 3-2, and we have a Dauthi, or we have 2-2-2, 2-1-1s, and they have a 3-2. Wait. I have a Dauthi in play. When this dies, it gets exiled. That does nothing. They forgot how their own cards work. Gotcha. That's awesome. Man, I was thinking about that for a while too. Yep, they messed up. Alright, so we've both got Dauthis. They have a Murktide as their one option. I've got a few options. They tanked hard after making that misplay. Bobble, okay. It's a good draw. They are going to attack. Yeah, we're gonna shoot this now. And then loot away this land. Well, it's better than a land. Could actually be kind of nice against a Fury or something. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it for now. Or Bowmasters. Really good insurance. I like where we're at now. Feels like we're in a good spot. Nice. And now our Douthie can bolt this if we need it to. Oh, we have an even better line. Oh wait, no, Brazen Borrower can't pick up our own stuff. In that case, I think I'm just gonna flash this in. Few cards we could draw that would be lethal, otherwise we'll do the Bolt Fury thing. There we go, that's one of them. Sweet. Super fun match. Super fun match. GG's. Alright. So our deck is sort of teched pretty hard against Scam. That's what I have added a lot of the random cards for, but it's still a hard matchup. This looks like a good hand. We're on the play. Playing against Watsy coverage Paul C. Don't know how legitimate that is, but it's possible. We've got a solid hand. Interaction, cantrips. Another land will be necessary, but do I think it's worth shocking here? I'm gonna shock. We're gonna keep that. And that's why we shocked. Okay, well, now we're just gonna do the ice thing, but still looking for land. Basic island. Interesting. I wonder if it's the blue-black deck. Oh, no. Oh, yep, can definitely be the blue-black deck. Yep, this is the blue-black deck. Well, this Flame Slash is not going to be doing much, and we need to draw a land even harder now. Interesting. I think this represents Spell Pierce. Oh, wow, this is tragic. Normally, the deck I'm playing against is the deck that misses their land drops. At least in my experience playing it, felt like it needed more land. Alright. Alright. Sauron's ransom time. Yeah, we have to let this resolve. Wow, these are annoying cards. My god, these are annoying cards. I don't know. I don't want them to have any of these. This is rough. I guess push is the worst. I don't know. I'm gonna show Bowmaster's subtlety, and guess they probably just obviously take that. I'll show Bowmaster's push, and they probably still take Bowmaster's subtlety, even though it's face down. We'll see. I want them to take the push. It doesn't do much. No easy way to split these piles. They got the subtlety. Wow. Okay. Nice. That was a really necessary draw there. Bowmasters. Guess that's the one stern scolding target. I was thinking this card was gonna be totally dead, but somehow I forgot. That's literally the reason it's in the deck. Alright, two Bowmasters out of the deck. Two more to go. They got another one? No, yeah, they're just okay. Alright, this is what I was talking about. They missed their land. We did too. Dang. We really wanted to find our land there. Obviously, but yeah. They found another Bowmasters. Okay, this one resolves. We need Logic Knot for the One Ring, and if they don't play the One Ring, we're just gonna play our Foff. Let them counter it. They probably have a counter, but then we can Flame Slash this Bowmaster. Cool. I think we start with Fact or fiction, because I think this is gonna get force negationed, and then it won't get exiled, or it will get exiled. Memory deluge won't get exiled later, possibly. That resolved. All right, we want to land and a counterspell. I think the Blood Moon's irrelevant. I'm guessing they split up the lands and they split up the Fable counterspell. So actually, maybe the moon is worth trying to jam. We'll see. If they give me a pile with 3 cards, I'd probably take it. Ooh, that's interesting. I want 2 lands, oddly enough. I really like making my land drops in this matchup. Okay, that feels a little bad now, but let's try to get Bowmaster's number 3 off the table. That resolved. And I think it's just going to be a Murktide. I'm totally fine if this gets subtletyed. Although this is going to limit my logic knot options. I just don't want to discard a hand size is what I don't want to do. Maybe I have to. And it's probably going to be Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah. Subtlety. This is annoying. I don't want to logic knot this. Is my issue. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna discard our Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah, they're gonna be able to fetch a basic. Alright, Blood Moon's looking a little bad. I really did need the lands, and then I drew another land. I still am in a fine spot here. That Polluted Delta was like their best draw. Let's see if this resolves. More lands. Magus of the Moon. We're gonna start with this Blood Moon. I have a feeling they won't really care about it, but it might. Well, we are under pressure now, which sucks. We need to Murktide, but they have a subtlety almost assuredly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Murktide costs 2, Logic Knot costs 2. We don't really have any good double spells. Let's see what we're drawing, I guess. That's good. I actually like that top deck a lot. That makes me feel fine about doing this. We're just gonna do a couple instants and sorceries. Actually, I'm only gonna do 1 instant and sorcery to make this black subtlety because I really don't think this is resolving. Counterspell. Okay, unfortunately, I do care about that a bit. So we need to exile 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they probably have force too. Okay, they let that resolve. They have the 4th Bowmaster here. I'm gonna not be happy. Assuming they fetch a basic, yeah. Oh, and they were holding another basic. Rough. Okay. This is fine if they don't have interaction. Oh, good line. Still annoys them a bit. Yeah, we're gonna at least have a turn to get these rings down. I mean, sorry, get these moons down. One of the two. Siege Shark into Blood Moon is gonna be, I think, a pretty decent line. Because this is kind of our last turn, assuming the ring. Well, the moon will stop the Minamo shenanigans. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna put on top. So another question is, what's more likely, force of negation or a fatal push and fetch? Well, if they have a fetch land, actually, they can't push this because their lands won't be fetchable. So we're just hedging against second subtlety. All right, and they don't have it. Because we know the shark's on top of the deck, and we want to get this 3/3 token from the shark. That's my logic for holding onto the moon over the Magus. So they get to play the One Ring, which is annoying. Yeah, maybe possibly too annoying to beat, but we'll see. They only get 1 black mana a turn. We're gonna have an annoying Seed Shark. Oh, I guess they can counter this. Okay. They don't counter it. We get an incubate. We have 2 moons in play. Are they going to force this? Yeah. So the Magus, they're going to need, to get it off the table, they have to have Fatal Push, right? Because they have to Fatal Push and they'll have to trigger Revolt by having their own creature die. Because their fetch lands won't work with Magus in play. Can turn on our incubator. It's funny, I think this deck normally plays a lot more basics, but they're on this Sunken Ruins tech. Okay, so we have, which is hurting them with a Blood Moon. We have Deluge Flashback for 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. So we can't really hold up Lutri. I am terrified of Fatal Push, but I don't know how scared I can play, you know? Like I can't just not attack because it'll turn on Revolt. But what if I have to? What are the odds they have Fatal Push? Like it's really interesting because the moon is stopping so much, presumably it's limiting them to 1 spell a turn. I'm just gonna, well, if they really need to trigger Revolt, they can just evoke a Subtlety though. I'm gonna pass. We'll see if they evoke a Subtlety to trigger Revolt. I don't know, yeah, how else in their deck they get Magus off the table because Magus, I have enough creatures to sack to the Edict. Alright, we're gonna start with the Deluge Flashback. So kind of like my last video where I had to deal all the damage in one swing. I'm wondering if this game I have to do all the damage in one combat sort of as well, or else they can Fatal Push my Magus and then do a whole bunch. Because right now they're drawing a ton of cards with the One Ring, but they can only really play 1 blue card a turn and 1 black card a turn. That is a fantastic draw, especially with Lutri in our hand. I mean, in our companion spot. Makes me wonder right now if we Alpha Strike, they block 5 and they block 4 and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, this is hard. Do we just go for it? Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it right here. Gonna see what happens. They're gonna draw first, so they're taking 3 from this ring now. They really need to get Magus off the table, but that means they're taking 5 from Murktide. What if I just bolt Subtlety? So they're taking 7, 11? Oh, well in that case I just bolt them, right? 7. Okay, I'm gonna let this go through. We can bolt them. Okay, they have Fatal Push, of course. So that's gonna resolve. Now I think we want to, so this is now gonna put them to 5. That's still potentially lethal. We don't want to give them blue mana for their counter magic, so let's do the Lutri play now. They can potentially either force the bolt or subtlety the Lutri, but we're just gonna do it. Forcing the bolt is really rough. So right now if the bolt just resolves, they go to 9, they take 7, they die to the One Ring unless they can bounce it. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, okay, I kind of saw that coming. It's better than, actually that's way better than force. Force would have stopped both bolts. Lutri's gonna go on bottom. They're still taking a lot here. They don't have colored mana. They need Otawara to bounce their One Ring. They have it. Push the shark. That doesn't do anything. If they go to their upkeep, they lose. They need Otawara. It's the only thing that gets them out. Yes. This is desperation. They don't have it. Alright. Right? Oh, sometimes they could be playing the black exile stuff from your hand, gain life, deal damage. Sweet. Wow, that was a really intense game. We're gonna need to play a little faster. I'm gonna bring in Stonebrain for the One Ring. I'm gonna bring in Nyx. Nyx seems great in this matchup. They have tons of free spells. We're gonna bring in a Null. Gonna bring in Flusterstorm and maybe even Test of Talents. And then out we got Wash Away. We've got Flame Slash. Ragavan's bad. I wonder if the moons. I'll bring out. Magus was kind of decent. We'll keep the moons in for now. What else dies to push? Nothing really. Um, a lot of decent stuff. Stern Scolding, I think, is good enough just against Bowmasters. That card is so messed up. Maybe Flusterstorm's worse than I think. Just doesn't hit a lot, doesn't hit subtlety, a whole bunch of stuff. And let's cut. Yeah, I think they're just more likely to fetch around Moon. You know what, we'll bring out both the moons and we'll bring in Flusterstorm. Maybe the moons come back game 3 if... This looks like a fun hand to me. They're on a mulligan, that's great. Again, hitting land drops every turn is huge. In all control mirrors, but especially this control mirror, so hopefully this bauble will help us do that bauble fetch land. Obviously, we like to see the Mystical Dispute. The Null might not be great, but counters the scariest card in their deck, so... Is it Thoughtseize? Honestly, I don't want them to take the bauble, because I want to draw another land, but Mystical Dispute is maybe the best. I think it's probably Dispute or bauble. Yeah, Dispute. Well, they know about my Null, so it's going to be significantly less funny if I get to counter something. But now with 3 lands. Yeah, fine. No, I don't want that. I'm scared of Bowmasters, of course, but every other card in their deck, Bolt doesn't do much against. Cool. Yeah, this is great. We want to just play this land go game. A Bowmasters would be scary for me because I have to actually answer it, but if we're just doing land go, I'm very happy to have a handful of lands. Ooh, we're gonna hold up these other cards first. So the scariest cards in their deck are obviously the One Ring, then Shieldred. Ugh, I really want to force this. What if I force this? I'm gonna force this. If they have One Ring, they got me. What are the odds, right? Decently high, of course. Nice. They didn't have it. We got paid off. Let's see if they counter this. I don't know if I would if I'm them. It's an interesting thing, because obviously it doesn't actually... It's card disadvantage. I spend a card, and any of the cards, if I hit them out of their hand, they get to replace them. But, and it's not a one-card combo deck. It kind of is. I guess it kind of is a one-card combo deck. Yeah, we can't afford a Jace here. Loses too hard to random things. I am gonna Prismari command in response to this. We really don't want this to resolve, so we're gonna loot and make a treasure. And hopefully the loot can find us counterspell and the treasure can find us mana. That is not what happened. Am I crazy or is Fury just not great? I'm gonna discard Fury. Might be crazy. Fortunately, I didn't find a counterspell. Okay. Shoot, these are annoying. Very good cards. Best card, dude, these are all really annoying. What if I do? Ugh, and I don't have time. This is such a hard card to play against under pressure. I don't want to give them force. I want to do like that. I hope they take the top pile, but the bottom pile's fine too. They took Thoughtseize, Lorien revealed. Because if they Thoughtseize, they just take Jace or Seize Empowerment. Well, no, I don't know. All the Storm Giants I'm just terrified of, especially because I took the moons out. They don't land cycle, so we're thinking about drawing 3. Thoughtseize me first, of course. The Null looking a little embarrassing, admittedly, here. But, so it's either they take Season Pyromancer, and I get to Jace. I mean, obviously it's likely they've got some kind of interaction, but whichever one of the 2 big bombs they don't take, I'm just gonna have to try to slam and see what happens. They go for Jace. They have Lorien revealed, and they're choosing not to land cycle it. Just something to keep in mind. Not a good draw. Cool. They know our last card is not good, but does stop the One Ring. They gonna hardcast this Lorien revealed? Seems good. Now is our turn to draw something powerful. That's not bad. And I can copy it with Lutri, but only if they counter it. It's just gonna be force protection. Obviously, oh, they had me on auto resolve. I've never gotten to Lutri a Foff before. It would have been so awesome, but we just lose the game to a force negation on it. Some good cards in here. Memory Deluge is probably the best. Yeah, hard to pass on Memory Deluge. Although if I didn't take it, it would go to my graveyard where I can flash it back. But passed up on Flusterstorm and Spell Snare. Nihil Spellbomb. Ah, this is hard. Yeah, I might as well. It's a card for a card. Sure, they might have a One Ring, but something we gotta live with. Shieldred. That's not the One Ring. Alright. Don't have a ton of answers to that. Funny thing, you cannot Lutri Memory Deluge because Memory Deluge cares about how much mana was spent to cast it. Well, that is great. And Cryptic. They got a Mystical Dispute. That would be really rough. Nope. Alright, I have a Shieldred. Metamorph's been looking great in this league. Ransom. Fine. It's good. Really good. Shuts off our Seasoned Pyromancer and our Memory Deluge. We have Lutri double Cryptic, but that doesn't really do anything. It returns 2 permanents to their hand. Draws me 2 cards, but that's good. Yeah, I guess we pass. Let's Lutri bounce draw. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we'll do it on their upkeep. Or sorry, not Lutri bounce draw. We're gonna bounce draw. Then if they counter, ooh, that changes things. No, it doesn't. Bounce draw. Target that. If they counter, we Lutri, do it again. Although, wait, they just get to recast. Ugh. The Bowmasters really messed us up. Nix. Embarrassing. Yep. I don't know what we have to get this off the table, I'm gonna be honest. None of our burn gets up to 5, especially without Delirium. Yeah, I think we lose. Oh, we're too bad. Let's get a game 3. Maybe I should have just bounced draw. I don't know. I obviously need to bounce and then counter Shieldred. But, yeah. Do we bring back the moons? We'll try them. And Ragavan. Maybe they took out push. And turn 1 Ragavan is amazing. Let's get rid of Gemstone Caverns. Let's get rid of... What did I have there that looked really bad? A Null was pretty awful. And... What else? I'm gonna keep Nyx in. We just drew it too late. Let's say Test of Talent isn't great. Doesn't stop the stuff we care about. We have 6 minutes. I might make some mistakes in this game if I'm playing too fast. This is really not a great hand, but remember what I said about doing the land go thing? We're gonna take that to the extreme. Make them think we have counter magic or something. Oh man, Thoughtseize here would be. Oh well. Well, unfortunately now they know we have nothing, so this draw go strategy is not gonna work. Yeah, Fury looked really bad last game when I just discarded it. Maybe that should have been considered to cut. It's a good draw. Playing the fetches to thin the deck, of course, before this Spire Bluff Canal. Lutri to hand while we can. Maybe a consideration to play the shark there. I don't know. We don't have anything to do with it immediately. I like to play the shark when I can hold up at least one way to make a body. This is not helping us, but maybe our opponent doesn't know we've only drawn land. They just tanked for a while. I think they were thinking about whether to bring in bowmasters here or not. Yeah, and they decided to. Probably smart. Wow. I mean, sure. Let's make them show counterspell. They subtlety we obviously just put on top, so it has to be counterspell. Oh, it's kind of surprising. They knew we had this. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they missed a land drop. I didn't notice that. Main phase ransom to hit the land. Merc died. 5/5. That's good. That's really good, actually. Some might even say that's great. I'm actually gonna fire this off now. I do not want it to get countered. Yeah. We're gonna loot and we're gonna make a treasure. And a 3/3. Alright. We're on a clock. Pretty fast clock. And they have 4 mana. Okay, that's not good. That's pretty late. But let's see if Lutri can get us out of this. Actually, I might need the Lutri for a removal spell, so I'm not going to copy this expressive iteration. Those aren't great. Otawar is fine, I guess. Let's go hand, bottom, exile. And I'm going to play the moon now, too. And turn on my auto yields. They're tanked for a while about this moon. I wonder if they have a force. That would have mean, wow, okay. They really didn't want that moon in play. We're going very low. Shit. Yeah, this sucks. I should have set an upkeep stop. That was really dumb of me. Well, sorry, folks. I don't know. I didn't play that game great. Also, maybe shouldn't have kept a 5-lander. It was still pretty exciting. We're gonna go to game 3. All right, Kodo 1986. This guy is older than me. Hope he's playing Tarmogoyf. We're gonna keep this 1-lander because we are feeling lucky. And I like the cards in it. Opponents on a mull to 5. Misty Rainforest, and let's see if we can figure out what they're playing. I'm gonna say Samwise Food combo. Bogles. Oh my lordy lord. Oh, this happened to me last league? No, 2 leagues ago. I played against Bogles recently. All of a sudden people are playing this deck. Alright. Told you I was feeling lucky. Now we just gotta do it like 3 more turns in a row. Okay. Question is, I don't think I can play him. I don't think I can play him. I need this counter magic. +1/+1 and first strike. We're gonna counter this. I don't know. We have a spell snare for any of the good 2-mana auras, so obviously like ethereal armor is a bigger threat than this, but oh well. And apparently that too, I forgot that card existed. Apparently they're still printing cards for Bogles. Who knew? Who knew that deck was still getting love? I sure didn't. Well, we're getting our wish of drawing lands. I'm gonna hard cast this because it is technically trading with Gladecover Scout for now. Come on, play an Umbra. Or what's that thing called? Daybreak Hornet? Oh, dude, that's the worst. Alright, we're not looking good. Fury trades with it if we can get to 5 mana. And the monkey will be hidden. What if? Ooh, Here's something crazy for you. What if our monkey just starts stealing all their auras and we get like a massive monkey that's way bigger than their stupid shit? Okay, monkey's not gonna hit anymore. Back to needing a plan. We're still gonna swing, of course. Fury will come down next turn, so that'll be a 3/3 double strike, but I got a feeling they might play a few cards that can grow Glade Cover Scout bigger than that. Yeah. Show me what you got. See, I wanted them to play that like last turn instead of. Okay, here's the other thing. I could Prismari command for the treasure and then use that to spell snare. We need to loot badly. We kind of do because we need a creature or we're dying next turn. All right, gonna loot, make a treasure, blue, red, etc. Plus, you get the psychic damage here um of making them think you top decked it and you were like really lucky. People tend to get upset sometimes playing against the singleton deck when you draw the cards you put in the deck that happen to be good, even though you put all the cards in the deck because you thought they were good. But, you know. Alright. I don't think there's any outs off of this, but we'll see. Cool. Game 2. Let's get rid of Gemstone Caverns. Bring in Angers. Bring in a null. Haha. Funny tech against. It's supposed to be the ring, but works here. I don't know. We'll try Chalice. You gotta be careful bringing in Chalice when you're not playing it on 0, because it shuts off so much of my stuff. Most control decks, when they're on a bunch of Chalice, build themselves in a way that it doesn't affect them when it's on something low like that. We're gonna get Flame Slash. It's still good to have a bit of burn because they play like a few of the guys without hexproof typically. Wash Away is terrible. Prismari Command really wasn't great. Forcing Commandeer are funny. Metamorph's gotta be pretty awful. I do know it doesn't target. I can make up my own bogle, but don't think that's winning us any games. Let's see. What else is bad? Jace, maybe? Chandra? I don't know. Yeah, I want to go first. Pretty bad hand. We're going to keep it. We're keeping this because... Oops, I can't do that. Oh, we don't even have a second red source. Man, if we lose a quick one to Boggles, I'm never going to hear the end of it. I think I'd rather force their first enchantment than subtlety their creature. Because Brotherhood's End, ideally we find... Yeah, I probably should have mulliganed this, you guys. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's opt. I'm opting now because I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot it. Because none of the red cards I could find I actually want to play, but if I find a fetch land, I do want to play it. So yeah, there's your answer. What the? Red mana. So that is scary. It's not totem armor, but I think I still gotta do this. Because that lets them outgrow our wraths in like one more card. Be a great turn to draw a land. Okay. Holding up spell snare, of course. Oh lord. That thing can trample. No, there's the totem armor. It's so over. I can't believe I'm going to get 2-0'd in like 5 minutes by Boggles. This is what happens when you start the league 1-1. You start playing against all the decks. I teched my deck specifically towards what I thought I'd be seeing a lot of in Scam and Living End and Rhinos. So that's my excuse when I get destroyed by these silly decks. We still have outs. We're not dead. Cryptic Command was a good draw. If we find, actually, I have an interesting decision here. I can either bounce the totem armor so that, oh, well, actually now it's gonna outgrow my Brotherhood's End anyways. Okay, so now we're just gonna tap draw and have to pray for the engineered explosives. But before the ethereal armor, we had the option to bounce Spider Umbra and then pray to draw a land. Yeah, so we are dead, right? We could find a jump blocker. It has trample. I'm at 11. They have exactly 11 power in play. We can Murktide to make a 6/6. Ethereal armor gives first strike, right? Yeah. I think our out is to play the biggest Murktide we can, and then we need to draw EE anyways, so why the heck not? We never scoop on this channel. We always have outs. Heart of the cards. Maybe next video should be a Bogles League, because this guy seems like he's having a lot of fun. Alright. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. Why does that thing look squished? Okay. Holy hell. Alright. Of course we need to increase our odds of drawing the card. So we're gonna fetch. And is it now too late? No, this could draw us EE plus land. Never surrender. Oh, I thought that was EE, but wouldn't have mattered. And now we do surrender. All right, we got. Maybe that was some new Pro Tour tech got leaked early. Supposed to keep that deck private until, you know, the weekend. All right, 1 and 2 just shows you guys. You can't win them all. As hard as you try. As funny as the cards you put in your deck are. This hand is looking alright. Uh-oh. If you remember at the start of this video, I mentioned that the theme was kind of niche one-mana counter spells. I rented even a Ceremonious Rejection, but I decided, we already had a null for artifacts. What are the odds we go against Tron? But here we are. It is the 4th most played deck at the Pro Tour. Ooh, Commandeer will be funny. Power Plant. Opponent is powering up. We are continuing our streak of mana draws, which is good. You need those to cast your spells. Expedition map, a classic. Certainly a classic. But, he messed up because he let us add a 3rd blue card to our hands. And now is where it gets serious. We have to discard a hand size. That's always an intimidation move though. When you get to discard a hand size, it's like, yeah, I didn't need this island. What? Urza's tower, Urza's power plant, and Urza's mine? It's so over. Oh wait. Ha ha ha. I lied. Would be really funny if I had said call an ambulance, but not for me, but I thought of that a few seconds afterwards, and yeah, sorry, I think it's too late now. We do have a card in play though. This card is awesome. If you guys, some of you new players haven't read what he does, you can exile target permanent, so you can just get rid of anything. It's a powerful effect. And now we have 2 planeswalkers, which like I'd hate to be on the other side of the table. We hit Otawara, okay. And then the awesome thing about planeswalkers like Karn is if he doesn't kill it, I just get to use his ability again next turn. So he finds the tower. He has 5 mana. Sorry, opponent has 5 mana. What can they do with it? A map. Okay, get some insurance. Since I'm gonna be... We've got a choice to make, because we could... Let's start with an opt, actually. We've got a choice to make because we can either just hit... Ooh, I really like that. Alright, well in that case, I am going to... Maybe we just give up the Karn. They can sack their map. They've been kind of amazingly resilient through. They pretty much, even if I hit another land, they just float the mana, search for the one I hit, and they've got 8 mana again next turn. So I think I'm just gonna uptick. And if they have an Ulamog, like they're still totally in this game, which is kind of insane given what happened. But you know, it's good gameplay. Having fun on both sides of the table. Yeah, if they've got an Ulamog in hand, like, whoa, we're still scared. We counter it, we draw, but they exile our planeswalkers. Oh, they found Sanctum of Ugin. So they're not going for... This is kind of a relief. This means they don't have Ugin. I mean, sorry, Ulamog. They have Ugin. I'll let them search. I'm guessing they want Ulamog, yep, but now we... Man, this is like classic 2018 Modern. All these cards, it's awesome. We gotta go back to this. We were having a lot more fun when we were doing stuff like this. And now, oh man, poor opponent. I get to go back to this plan, blowing up lands. Um, yeah, we'll cast Memory Deluge. Be nice to hit a counterspell or Blood Moon. That is funny. Sure, we'll take Blood Moon. And we'll take Dress Down. Probably Murktide Regent's correct there, but I don't know. I'm feeling so in control of this game. I'm not really playing best. What? This guy's crazy. Chromatic Sphere. I don't care about that. How many? This is okay. Another funny meme. I missed my chance on the earlier meme with call an ambulance, but not for me. But you guys know the one where they kick the drunk guy out of Moe's Tavern from Simpsons, and then he just comes right back in. That's totally me killing this guy's Tron lands. Oh, and check this out. You guys ever seen this guy's fighting to the last frickin' like jeez. You guys ever seen Planeswalker Ultimate? This one's awesome because what it lets you do is you just start dealing 5 damage whenever you do anything. You don't even have to try. Look at this. This guy's just gonna die. Alright. Game 1 down. And we didn't even have to show him Moon, so he's gonna have no freaking idea what's coming for him when. Alright, we bring in the Stone Brain. For those of you not in the loop, the Stone Brain uh, lets you name a land if you want. So if they're a little bit slow to their Tron, you just pick the one that they don't have yet, and you are in business. Okay, a null just maybe it just should have been a ceremonious rejection because they don't really play that many artifacts. Stops their maps and stuff early, so we'll try it. It's better than Stern Scolding, that's for sure. Other than that, Alpine Moon's alright. But other than that, we don't really have anything. Wash Away is just a this shouldn't have been in the main deck. What was I thinking? But I think a cancel, funny enough, is playable against Tron. Flame Slash is terrible. Probably missing something else terrible. Dress Down's not great. What else? There might be even more terrible cards. Mystical Dispute. That's pretty terrible. But what will we bring in? Like a relic to cycle and nuke our own graveyard? Uh, Emrakul the Promised Land. This will be funny. This is a funnier card than Mystical Dispute. I haven't gotten to cast it yet. And it's probably not likely to happen here, but why the heck shouldn't I bring it in? Phyrexian Metamorph's probably also terrible in this matchup. It should clone Planeswalkers. That would be awesome. Alright. This hand isn't good, but it does what it needs to do if I find another land. And my opponent doesn't have turn 3 Tron. But the moon is good backup. Okay, our opponent doesn't find turn 3 Tron. But we do need to find a second land. That improves our odds. Yeah, let's just do it now. Nice. Alright, so I don't know if they have a way to stop what's going to happen with this stone brain, but we do have to be wary that Tron these days. Oh, they do have a way to kill stone brain. Oh, I could have subtletyed that. Well, yeah, I probably should have subtletyed that. I was clicking through my turn too fast. We'll force them to use it and then maybe draw a red source for Blood Moon. Yeah. That was dumb of me to not subtlety, but it's okay. Sylvan Scrying. Mine's is mine. Uh-oh. Alright, we're officially in trouble. But don't worry, Chroma Seed Shark's about to turn this place to a madhouse. He's gonna turn it into a crazy typhoon of Phyrexian artifact tokens. Yeah, we can't let that. Wait, I've had a consider in my hand this whole time. Why haven't I been looking for a red source? Riddle me that. He went bottom? Oh my lord, he's got another one. If I was in paper, I would just accuse this guy of cheating. That wasn't very funny. Sorry. I'll think a little bit before I say anything like that in the future. Opponent finds engineered explosives. Okay. Would love to find a red source. We're going to look for a red source. We are going to hope to find a red source. Commandeer's great, but we need a red source. No red source. Okay. We swing at Karn. We ice Urza's tower. And we pray. Alright. Still hoping to maybe find some kind of red source. A lot of mana over there. EE on 0. I don't think this guy needed to be this worried about these incubator tokens, I'm gonna be honest. Oblivion Stone. I can't even flip them with Karn in play. Okay, Oblivion Stone's really annoying because... What? Oh, he didn't realize. These things have... These things have 1/1 counters on them, so... Karn Plus just kind of flips them for me. But we are still certainly in trouble. Because now with Oblivion Stone, the moon isn't even. Although our opponent has one card in hand, so it's possible they're sitting on nothing great. Goodbye, incubator tokens. And we're gonna have a 4/4. I mean, yeah, we can maybe force them to crack their O-Stone early. What is this? Okay. Yeah, you know what I said that other game against Bogles about not scooping. Actually, I don't even want to show them this. There's nothing, right? There's nothing gonna get us out of this. Alright. I'm not even gonna let this FOF resolve. We're concealing 5 cards worth of info, and that is valuable. Is there anything we would have wanted to see? No, not really. Alright, man. Not finding red mana. I swear the mana in this deck is statistically sound, I think. Oh my lord. I mean, it would stop an expedition map. Nah, you guys already saw me lose a game keeping a 5-lander this league. I won't put you through that again. But if I was playing on my own, do know that there would have been a strong consideration to keep that hand. I'm gonna put back FOF just because of how important it is we get to turn 3. For everyone who doesn't know, again, Alpine Moon does stop Tron since it makes one of their Tron lands no longer that Tron land. But we're gonna name one that's not in play, so we don't give them rainbow land. So let's say Urza's Tower. Actually, we're gonna name Urza's Power Plant. I messed this up the game against Karn, and it was actually relevant. In the first game this is like a really minor thing. I actually learned playing against Poppertron, but you're always supposed to hate out not the tower because when you kill the tower, it leaves them with two lands. They spend they tap those two lands to either crack their expedition map or do their Sylvan Scrying to find the tower. And then when the tower comes into play, it taps for 3 mana right away. So you want to destroy not the tower because then they have to tap the tower to find. We get to spell this, which is great. But if that makes sense, you get to they're forced to tap the tower in their process of searching for the missing land, and then when it comes into play, they have less. So just a little uh, minor thing for playing against Tron. I'm assuming it still kind of works that way. If anyone has updated knowledge on destroying Urza lands, feel free to correct me, but Ancient Stirrings finds a power plant. So they have Tron, but they have 2 pieces of hate that they need to work through. And they're not both enchantments, so Force of Vigor can't kill both of them. And now we get to Expressive Iteration. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna cast this Cryptic through this moon. We're exiling the island. Yeah, I think I gotta put the Prismari command to hand. The Cryptic command is really great in this matchup. Fortunately, Moon is stopping it from being great at this moment. They are officially Tron. Oh no. Oh, wait, we have Prismari command in hand. We're saved. Does this deck play Veil of Summer? Oh, I bet they probably do, right? Veil of Summer stopping this would be so frustrating. But you know what they say. What are you gonna do about it? That's what they say. Target player, target artifact. We probably want to hold up double blue. All right, it resolved. Alleluia. I don't think I want either of these lands. Normally I love drawing lands, but Heat's decent at getting rid of a Karn, Karn is kind of how this deck can still beat you with their lands hated out, and Bolt is just gonna speed up our clock. Come on. Double greens is a hard cast. No, no, nope. They let the mana fizzle into the Aether. Alright. We have a Lutri in our hand, representing 6 points of damage with Lightning Bolt. More cycling. Oh no. They found what they needed. So if I flash in Lutri, it's 3 damage now, but yeah, I might as well save it for the bolt. Okay. That'll be good, because they are gonna blow this stone up. They're not gonna do it now? Oh, this is actually pretty smart. This prevents me from flashing in Lutri, or else he just dies. Phyrexian Metamorph. Yeah, he cracks the stone now. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, dude, I had a crazy line I could have taken. Could have copied Oblivion Stone. No, because then in response to me putting a counter. Oh, but I could hold it. Ooh, that would have been a really cool line. I metamorph his O Stone, and then, I mean, if he's smart, he doesn't. Well, no, if he's smart, he just cracks it in response, and my metamorph dies a 0/0. Okay. Never mind. No regrets. Opponent has 8 million mana. What will they do with it? Ulamog is bad news, but luckily we can actually kind of do something about it. So we hold priority, we shoot them, we cast Lutri. Let's fetch now, just so I don't mess this up. Could even metamorph an Ulamog, but nah, that would be cool. We need a red mana for later, probably. Lutri enters, Lutri copies Bolt. Bolt goes to their face. Counterspell targets Ulamog. And they're gonna be going to 3. Which is a pretty low life total to be at. My lands disappear. Oh my god, you guys. This is amazing. You'll never believe what's happened. Shoot. Wait, no. Man, if I just had one more red mana, I could do it all this turn. Yeah, it's definitely smart to just keep this now, and then they go to 3. I lose to Ulamog, exiling my Steam Vents, and I can't find another one in time. But other than that, there's a lot. Yeah, other than that, we're feeling pretty good. What is the other mode on this? Counter a sorcery. Okay, yeah, can't counter. Bolt. This is gonna be crazy. If we win this, we got to cast Bolt 3 times in the Singleton deck. Think about that for a second. Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. Oh, uh-oh. If they find Graveyard Hate, will they have the insight into our hand? Nope. Liquid Metal Coating. We can do this at instant speed. And they're gonna need to find an answer to Lutri, so. I mean, there's a combination of cards they can have that we lose to. Almost certainly. We do have Snap, Spell Snare, but I don't think there's any option ever that. Alright, upkeep. In response, opponent, I have a response. I'd like to flash and Snapcaster Mage. And I'd like to big think from opponent. I mean, what does Tron play at instant speed besides Warping Well? Gotta be very careful to not misclick. And did we do it? Did we do it? We did it! Beating Tron with a Snap Bolt, classic. That's not even 2018 modern. That's 2015 modern. That would go back farther than. That'd go back to like since Snapcaster was printed. This is like some 2012 modern. So yeah, shout out to all you 2012 modern enjoyers. It must have been great. I wasn't alive yet, but I've heard there was a lot of fun with that silly Geist of Saint draft card and Lingering Souls. Man, you could really just play anything back in the day. All right, we're up against the Iron Wind. Match 5. Let's do it. Fight and defeat the kids against the odds time. And are we back to Scam, our original nemesis that this deck was crafted specifically to beat? No, Scam would never pass on turn 1. Steam Vent's curious. Oh, I don't know. You guys don't know this. I have somehow some crazy. I always play against Dredge game 5, and most of the time I play against Dredge game 5 a lot when I'm fighting for a trophy. And either I win and I feel awesome, or they do some absolute foolery and kill me. So I'm excited. They found a dredger. Bad news. Bad news for us. This dress down is gonna be awful, right? There's like doesn't do anything against their deck. Yeah, we're in trouble. But it's tapped. We're in trouble, folks. I'm gonna be real. You gotta be pretty lucky to beat Dredge game 1. Wait, they didn't dredge? Oh, why won't they dredge the thug there? I don't know. I'm not dredge pilled. This deck is far too advanced for my. Oh my god. What is going on? What is going on here? It's looking rough. Okay. Um, great. Oh, that actually counters Ox of Agonus. Can't get too mad losing to Ox of Agonus. The card's from Theros and pretty cool. But a lot of game left. A lot of game left. They dredge again. They find the creeping chill. I don't know if y'all remember, but Creeping Chill got printed when Dredge was like already decent, and I just remember thinking like, what are they doing? What are they thinking? There's only one place this card goes. So yeah, that's my story about Creeping Chill. Pretty awesome, right? Yeah, how about Stern Scolding? Let's try to ignore the fact that I'm still in a extremely bad state against this deck. But we have Jace the Mind Sculptor. How could we be losing? Get in there, Jace. 4 mana on summon, not bad, not bad. They dredge. Oh, they actually kind of whipped. They just have another ox. They're not even, they don't care about Jace. Oh, yeah, this is a good deck. Tough to beat game 1. It doesn't get much better game 2. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. A lot of triggered abilities going on the stack. Okay, so we just need Cryptic Command. Gives us a turn. Yeah, I think they might have got us. Woof. Alright. Um, that wasn't very close. Wraths are good. This stuff doesn't do anything. Buster Storm, I think, is alright. They play a lot of instants and sorceries. Obviously, Hearse, Relic, Stonebrain are fine. And I believe there's a good amount of cuts. Like Wash Away does hit Ox, but I'm not really that considered about Ox. And Stern Scolding hits Ox, but again. Dress Down also kind of stops Ox, but you know, we don't I've made it clear we don't care about the Ox too much. Subtlety's bad. Metamorph is real bad. Commandeer's funny. The last time I beat Dredge in a 5-0 victory, I commandeered one of their discard 2, draw 3s, and they had 0 cards in hand. It was pretty awesome. Um, where's Mari Command? Doesn't really do anything. Makes a treasure. Yeah, who the heck needs to make a treasure? It takes us to our hate cards. Maybe we need it. Don't love like the planeswalkers, maybe. It's good to really. I mean, like Anger of the Gods is the best card in the deck, and then Brotherhood's End does an all right job as well. So digging to those is super important, which is why I think I like these 4 mana cards. Maybe like Burst Lightning isn't good. All right. Ah man, it's like how much do we need our? I want to keep this. How much do we need our hate cards? And we need them a lot, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. They could okay, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna try to YOLO, steal one of those Thrilling. Well, Thrilling Discovery doesn't work because Thrilling Discovery um is a part of the cost. I mean, sorry, it's not a part of the cost. So if I steal it, I still have to discard 2. But whatever the Chandra's friend died art, that one. We can logic knot this. Do we want to? I don't think so. I don't think we care that much. This is like the most innocent card in their deck, but it still could. Nice. Okay. Cool. No dredgers. Organize them here. No reason not to. Seed Shark. Oh, this is gonna be great. We get to do for the second time. I said earlier in this league, I had never done it before. We're gonna hold up Seed Shark Commandeer for possibly the second time ever. I want to make sure I had that moment, that sad, sad moment earlier this league where I could not find double red forever. So we're gonna get that taken care of now in case we draw our double red cards. They got some very painful lands in play. See, I think I just commandeer this swing for like 9. I don't even want to use it, but it's gonna let us win. I mean, this is tough. I think I do it. Get rid of Faf, Jace. Give me a 7/7. Do I want to trade in these two for 3 random cards? I think I might as well. Logic Knot I want to hold up, but 2 cards for 3 cards, that's just simple math. Alright, I think. Oh, that scared me because they showed Portable Hole. Portable Hole to take care of this token would. Alright. I mean we get a big ass Murktide and we get a big token. I think we've got this one. Funny, this might be the fastest I've ever dealt lethal with this deck. I've won games on like turn 3 through like, you know, Stone Brain on your 1 card combo, but I don't think I've ever had just a raw power start this fast. Actually, I might have had 1 game against Burn where I had like a Ragavan, but that's pretty good. Get them started, but this Brotherhood's End will clear up everything on the ground, and then we attack for 1,000,000 damage. So it is possible. Wait, where did? Oh, yeah, they're on the stack. It is possible to beat Dredge without Grave 8. Fun fact. Yeah, I guess if we just do it this way, it's safer. All right, game 3, folks. We need to feed these kids at all costs, at any and all costs. I do not want to end this league 2-3. That would be embarrassing. You guys would never watch another video. You don't have to lie and say you would. That would be humiliating. Anything here that we like more? I don't think so. Let's run it. I mean, maybe the burn spells are worse than like subtlety and stuff, but I don't mind. Sometimes, flame slashing some chums in the early game. I do have to mulligan this one. Oh lord. Our opponent's on a mull to 5. This hand looks terrible, but it has a relic. What do we think? Go to 5? Yeah, I mean, we need a second land. All right. We've got. I'm gonna put that back. We need to resolve this Season Pyromancer. I think we're safe to put a land back. Obviously, anything could happen, but ensuring that Season Pyromancer is maybe worth something, but they are off to the races. But they found nothing. Great news. Great news. Especially on a mull to 3. They need to get a dredger in the yard fast. And they didn't have one. They're likely planning. That's a great draw. They're likely planning to flashback Otherworldly Gaze. We're gonna spell pierce that. Plus their mana. These lands can't even cast a Thrilling Discovery, which is relevant. Pierce this, slow them down a bit. Another gaze. Uh-oh. Creeping Chill. Okay, no dredgers still. They did find. Wow, can't counter that. They've got Conflagrate in there. Still no dredgers? No dredgers, no creatures. We're safe for now. Ugh, this is so hard. I really don't want to tap out. I'm not going to tap out. They've got 2 cards in hand. Shoot. We need to find a land. We're going to counter this. It really sucks if they can just unleash 2 mana, discard 2, draw 3 here. Would be really brutal. Shit. They didn't discard any dredgers? Oh, but they have Ox, and they have it right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they had another Cathartic Reunion? What is going on? Oh lord. Not like this. Alright. Our plan is Spyro, get some blockers, draw Wrath. Preferably Anger. Put back, I don't know, Seed Shark. Do we double block one of these to take it out? I think so. They have Conflagrate in the yard. It's scary. Conflagrate. Oh, and Ox. I might just be dead. This was rough, guys. This hand looked like it could do enough, but that double block was dumb. They could get it back right away. Alright. Well, we started off the channel with a couple hot videos. At least the matches in this one were all good. All very close winnable matches. I mean, we're still drawing live to Anger, but that's not good. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. We can ice, we can bolt, we can take 8. Dang. Where's the land? Cool. Well, this was too bad. We almost fed the kids. Dredge has gotten us. Alright. Thanks for watching, folks. We're gonna do better in the next one. We didn't even get to cast Nyx a single time. And that's why I'm upset. GG's.